This conference will now be recorded.
And I forgot to mention, it's going to be recorded.
That's good. Okay, everybody set for roll call?
Yep.
Craig Hasner.
Present.
Tim Christensen.
Present.
Randy Schultz, present. Patty Lower.
Present.
And Chris Madsen.
Present.
Also present in the room, I would imagine, is Allison. Is Mary there?
Yep, I'm here. And the chief.
And Tony? Chief.
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. The Pledge of Allegiance, folks.
Stand up.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
The
of
flag.
the United States of
United
America,
States of
to
America.
the republic for which it
To the
stands,
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all.
little delayed reaction there.
Yeah, that's probably the most interesting pledge I've ever done. Action on the agenda. Does anybody have any issues with the agenda? Otherwise, I'll ask for a motion to approve as issued.
Craig Kasner,
So
moving to
moved.
approve the agenda. I'll second it.
I'll-
Jim, you want to move it?
No, go ahead, Craig. Either way.
Got it. Craig first, Jim second. Action on the minutes.
You finish the vote on that motion, please, Randy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm good at skipping that step, aren't I? All
Very
in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Looks like motion's carried. Sorry,
Randy?
gotta get caught up with myself. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
We doing all right?
Yep,
Yep.
I'm taking notes so I'll pass them on to the secretary.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Relieve you of
Could
that.
we have? Probably she might be able to read your notes. Could, and then I'd ask for action on the minutes. If anybody has any issues, otherwise I'd ask for a motion to accept.
Chris
I'll make a
moves to accept.
Yeah. Okay.
We had Chris, and the second was?
I'll second Craig Kasner.
Got it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Action items. Everybody get a chance to take a look at the explanation page that the chief sent, and then the job description, the position description?
Yes.
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 Yeah, I did get a chance.
Okay, excellent. Is there any concerns from anyone as far as first, let's look at the action or promotion of Randy to the deputy chief.
Just
I
to
have no
clarify,
issues.
you're seeing a budget impact. That's actually the impact for the entire year, which this will be a partial year. And then to clarify, it initially last month, I guess technically, went to village board, so they approved the financing and the structural change. And then this would be for you guys to approve the actual promotion of what Brian is proposing, is to place Randy into that position.
Excellent. And we're still looking at, this is the one deputy chief and then one commander instead of two commanders as in the past, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was looking at the right way. And has anyone drew up a fresh organizational chart showing this?
I am working on it as you speak.
You'll have
Awesome.
other
Thanks.
organizational changes in all likelihood, and so the overall structure of the organization would need to be approved by the village board, and then any promotions would come back to you. You guys are more the promotion side as opposed to the organizational structure side.
I just know we were looking for a fresh organizational chart to help some of the folks picture that.
Yeah, it's just helpful to me as a visual.
Me too.
Yeah, the only change right now is just that one position move from the commander to the deputy chief, and then as we move along, I'll make sure that you guys get an updated organizational chart.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Thanks. So then, would it be proper to ask for a motion to approve this promotion of Randy to deputy chief?
Yes.
So moved, or I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
That's Jim on the first, and I'm sorry,
Yes.
the second was?
Patty.
Thank you. I got a little bit of delayed response, so I'm getting confused, more confused than normal. All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank Randy, please, if you see him. It's, I know he's been a ton of help. That brings us to department report updates. Chief, man, you want to talk about walking into a firestorm. Now you get the corona thing on top of it. God bless you.
Yeah, nothing that any of us could have foresaw. So, did you get a chance to take a look at the 30, 60, 90-day plan, priorities that I've kind of set forth for the department?
Yes. Looks like you're
Yes,
chipping away at it pretty nice.
Yeah, was there anything that you guys wanted to see that I be doing that I haven't addressed already?
I just
It
had
looks
a
pretty,
question on as far as the needs of the department and the next bullet down to place your priority on. You feeling pretty sound there as far as what you need to attack first?
Yeah, looking at the priorities, I kind of walked through those over the past couple weeks. I think that, obviously getting through this pandemic is vitally important. We've put together some safety measures in place within the department to try and keep everyone as safe and healthy as possible. I think that's going well. And then the other issues that I have on here, I think are all priorities that are going to get worked out as we continue through my plan here.
Awesome. And then the other one in the 30 to 60 day deal, and you probably heard of this already because I see her going to the chiefs meetings. Wasn't there a talk of a combined law enforcement evidence storage facility at one point? I thought there was. If anybody remembers that.
No, I've not heard anything during the chiefs meetings about that. I don't know of any place that does that in the state, actually. So
They talked about it a
Yeah.
few years ago, but it's not something I've heard in the last 2 to 3, 4 years.
That makes
I don't
sense.
understand what you mean,
So,
Randy.
there was some talk, I believe, at one time, just before I retired, of all Brown County law enforcement joining together and having one facility for that evidence storage, because it just keeps getting more difficult and more difficult for each of the agencies, especially now with the electronic records and body
Got it.
cameras and everything else, and the way things need to be stored nowadays. I'm not an evidence tech, but it's pretty in depth. But apparently, Allison, you're familiar with that, and that went away, huh?
Yeah, I just don't know if everybody could figure out space-wise. I know it was brought up, but I was not part of those discussions. And you're right, Randy, some of it's just, some of the laws were changing probably 15 years ago now in terms of how things are stored, particularly with like DNA evidence and things like that. And so people were having to store things longer because technology was changing. And everybody has some large items like cars and bulky things. There's things that need to be refrigerated. There's special storage needs. And I think the city of Green Bay was running out of room, and Brown County was exploring like the new sheriff's department and some of those things. So I may have been part of some of those conversations, but
I can't imagine being part of accreditation and looking at agencies, what kind of a logistical nightmare that would be. Not only to
I never
store
thought of that.
mine, but to pick up. I don't even know how that would be possible.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, Chief. Thanks. That's a good point. That's pretty confusing ugly right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some work to do on our evidence area. I think it can be done. I think we have ample space here. We just need to work on how we pass evidence through and store and track and that type of thing. And it may take some structural changes in that immediate area, but I'll have to take a look at it. The one great thing is our new CSO has a lot of experience in that area, so she'll be able to help us out, not only with my experience, but hers as well. I'm confident we'll get it to where it needs to be.
Oh, that's good to hear. Awesome.
What is
Anybody else on
what
that?
is the question on that? What is the time frame that you're looking at to complete that?
It's hard to give you a time frame only because I don't know what kind of structural changes I need to make on that to make it effective. So I'd hope to have that in the next 3 or 4 months, I'd say, on what needs to be done.
Okay.
Folks, anybody else with questions or comments on the 30, 60, 90-day plan?
Nope.
Oh, I
No,
think you did a great
pretty
job
good.
with all that. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's coming along well. Chief, you had sent me a copy of, or emailed me a letter for somebody passing probation, I believe it was, correct? Yes. Peterville or Deterville, depending upon where you come from. My printer stinks. So if somebody, could you maybe print that there and leave it with Angela or whoever you think would be most appropriate? And I can call and stop down and sign it. I printed it out. It looks terrible. I feel bad.
I have a copy right here, so I'll leave it with Allison, and then you can stop by and sign it or however you want to do that.
Sure. Awesome. Thanks
You have
very
to
much.
call before you come.
No,
We'll
okay.
stick it in the mail
I
to
will.
you. We're gonna stick it snail mail.
Yeah, we'll stick it in the mail to you. There's no hurry on it.
Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect. Thanks. Folks, that was something I had brought up after our last meeting, and something was hanging in my back of my head that I remember Tim talking about a letter that was signed by the PFC and the chief when somebody passed probation. And it might have even been with promotions. I'm losing that now, but Tim said, yes, there is a letter. I called down, found a copy of it. Looks like, Chief, you might have adapted it a little bit, but I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Now that's obviously up to your purview on what you wanted to do. We talked about that, I think, at the last meeting a little bit. You know, I can certainly sign it myself, or you guys can sign it as well. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Looking for opinions there. I just think it's overall more welcoming to have, you know, a signature from the Police and Fire Commission on there along with the chief. Anybody?
I agree with you, Randy, on that one.
Awesome. Thanks. Well, then if you would mail that to me, I'll sign it and mail it back. Isn't it something? Wow.
Sounds good.
Chief, other concerns or anything getting your way that you think we could help you with?
Not right now. Just still going through and trying to meet everyone. I've made pretty good progress on that within the department. I think you'll see that I've met with 40 people so far. So I think once I get through that and get through some of the promotional challenges that are coming up, you know, it's always great to promote people, but then you have to deal with the other side of that as well. So that's always a challenge on those that don't necessarily get promoted. So, you know, I think once we get through some of that and start moving the department forward, we're going to be in a good place. I'm pretty confident we'll get there sooner rather than later. You
have some pretty awesome people, don't you?
Yeah, met a lot of nice, really nice folks so far.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Any other updates?
I don't have anything else. I don't know if you guys do.
Anyone?
Craig, didn't you have some stuff that you wanted to talk about?
Well, it was probably a request just to have some agenda time for the next meeting for closed session, if we could. So I don't know if, Randy, you control the agenda, if you can maybe put that out there. And, at that point, I don't know if we'll be together as a group or if we'll still be,
Sure
meeting
hope
by
so.
phone, but
The next meeting,
Agenda item B, just so we can provide the proper closed session language for it.
sure. Is it that easy?
So you have to tell us what the agenda item is, and then we will pick the right language, so long as
Okay.
it matches something that, a reason why it can be in closed session.
That makes sense. Craig?
well, I'll try to get you something, Randy, just some kind of language, and then you guys can,
Okay.
probably
Sure.
do it that way if you're okay with that. So,
Absolutely. Yes. And I always see my text long before my email, if you don't mind.
sure, yeah, no worries.
Folks, if there's nothing else, I'd call for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a
make a
motion
motion.
to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, so that's Craig and Jim?
Yeah.
Correct.
Awesome. And I don't know about any of you, but I don't care for these phone meetings. They're frustrating.
Yeah, I think we got to vote on
Take a
your
vote on
motion
that
to
last
adjourn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
hope this is over soon, folks. I appreciate hearing from everybody. Appreciate everybody's time.
Randy, you have to
Okay,
take a motion on that motion. Take a vote on the motion to
Congratulations,
adjourn.
Randy.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. And I'm going to have 3 email addresses. Isn't that swell?
Those in favor?
You got to make a motion on the vote.
Hey, Randy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd love to skip that step.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? I'm going to put myself out a little bullet point chart for the next meeting so I quit skipping that step.
There you go. You got it.
Oh, and again,
Hey.
thank you all very much and stay healthy and safe.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Yep, you will.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Chief,
Bye,
you're doing
Al.
a great job. Chief, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.